What's up, family? We got a little game we're gonna do today, a little game show. All right, y'all get to help us be involved. We're gonna wait until somebody comes on here. All right, give us some time. Probably talking to nobody because you don't see no name showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I've been like, whip.
Dang. Give them 2 seconds and I'm out. I know I'm gonna actually would have came on by now. There we go. What's up with you, young Mike? Maybe it's just taking a while to show, but listen, man, we got a game today. All right, we're gonna be looking at some these women, right? They're gonna be doing parodies of men's Red Pill podcasts. All right, and so Lacey, Jamie, and we are going to respond to it, react to it. We're gonna rate it on a scale from 1 to 10 on how funny it is, how truthful it is, and if it's, how funny and true it is. So if it's just funny and it holds no truth, we're going to give it a grade. And if it holds a lot of truth, of course, we're going to give it a grade. All right, but 2 different categories. And then at the end, we'll review which video that we thought was the funniest or the most truthful, and we will discuss it. All right, family? Trying to sleep in Sweden. I see you, man. Look, you up now.
Right.
You up. For some reason, you was up. Let's have some fun, man. Y'all ready to have some fun? So look, let's give it. Here you go, Jamie. You're 3. Lacey's 3. And as you guys can see, we each have our 1 through 3 cards. Y'all ready to rock? Are y'all ready to rock, man?
Let's do it.
Yes. All right. So look, y'all help us out. Tell us if they're funny, true, and all that good stuff. So here we go. We're gonna kick this first one off.
Okay, I look like this. I would start a podcast.
Here we go.
You know what women don't be doing? Bitch. If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women...
Salute King, that's what I'm trying to tell these young women out here, these black women in particular. They don't want to humble themselves. They don't want to be submissive. They don't want to lose that weight. They don't want to lick between their man's ass crack. They don't want to kiss their toes, kiss their feet, open the door when they get there. They don't want to do that. But then they get mad that a white woman going to do it. You humble yourself and lick between my ass.
I mean, it's funny, but it ain't true.
But it's funny as crap. Not true, but it's funny.
That is not
I
what
give
they
it
say.
a 3 for comedy.
Yeah,
3 for comedy, but 1
fun.
for that ain't true.
What y'all think of that, family?
That's funny.
That's a lot.
Exactly. So I'm gonna give it a 1 on truth, meaning it ain't true.
Right.
Okay. And I too will give it a 3 for funniness. Okay.
Yeah.
2.5. So you're right. Okay, y'all there.
There we go.
And actually, here's what we're gonna do. Since it's a 1 for funniness and a 3, I mean a 1 for truth and a 3 for funniness, that lowers it to a 2.
Got it.
All right. So
Okay.
that first video is gonna have to be a 2. Y'all equally give it a 1 on truth, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that makes it a 2. We're gonna take it down from a 3 to a 2. All right, hilariously funny, whoever you are that made the video, but come on, man.
Right.
Stop selling that's the logic. Now, here we go. All right, here we go. That's 1 more.
You know what women don't be doing?
Exactly, my brother. And just to piggyback off of what you were saying, my mom had 4 kids and 17 different jobs. So while my daddy was out smoking Henny and drinking crack and putting all of our money into hookers, my mother was at home with her kids or slaving away at her job. And what I don't understand is, where are the women like that? Facts, bro. They don't exist no more. And this is what I be saying. Women are too emotional. I like to think critically and logically. This is exactly why when they come over to chill, I gotta cover up the hole I punched in the wall when the Lakers lost, because they don't understand. Exactly, my fellow alpha males. How do you expect me to marry you when you can't even clean my ass correctly? That's it for these females to think I'm gonna get home from a long day of cheating and being neglectful toward my responsibilities and family. You are not rushing to the door to take my shoes off and kiss my feet after you worked long and hard. These bitches be tripping. You ever thought about going to therapy?
Yo,
I want to give a 3 on each end.
I do. accurate.
It's funny and there's some truth to
Some
it.
truth.
I'm gonna give that a top-notch 3. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Absolutely.
It's funny.
Fabulous.
It is true. If I say it got some truth, it's gotta have. It's true. It ain't for all men. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But have I heard men that do talk like this? Yeah, she probably have met one or two who talk like that.
Absolutely.
All right?
Absolutely. That is hilarious.
That's funny, y'all. That's crazy right there. All right, so that's a top-notch one. Here we go.
If I lived like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
What I'm saying is, if my wife can't get her shit together after I've had babies with her, like, I'm out, bro. Like, ew, I deserve a hot woman. This alpha male deserves a hot woman. I'm about to spend my crib.
It's a 2 on funny. I'll say a 1 on funny. It wasn't very funny.
It wasn't funny.
But it is true. It is true. So I'm gonna have to raise it up to at least a 2. It is true. Not for all men, but I have heard a few men they've gone viral for saying things like that. If my women don't lose weight right after we had a baby, I'm out. And it's like, so yeah, I definitely have seen that before. So I'll give it a 2 because the delivery wasn't there. It wasn't that funny. But it is some truth to it too. So I got to give it 1 and 1, family. All right. They want to just keep it a 1 because yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It should lose
So
points.
bland.
It wasn't
So
funny.
bland.
Yeah. We got to give at least a 1. So she got a 2. 1 and 1. 2 of the lowest grade you can get.
Right.
There we go.
If I lived like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
Bro, this is not the same females that our fathers and our grandfathers was dealing with. Look, we gave them the right to vote and read, and how do they repay us? You can't even cook me a home-cooked meal after I come home from a long day of cheating on you. Like, what's wrong with you? What are you bringing to the table?
Ain't nobody said that.
I don't care, but she was funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. But the lack of truth brings it down to a 2 as well. Okay? Ain't nobody saying, yeah, have my food cooked when after I get home from cheating on you. Like, come on now.
Probably thinking
As soon as I get home from work, not as soon as I get home from cheating on you.
Terrible. That's hilarious.
Well, hang on. You know what? Some dudes do be saying, hey, I want to be able to sleep with whoever I want and not tell you about it. So it kind of like you say, I'm going to still give it a 2.
Very few are bold enough to say it out loud, but they do be feeling this way.
and thinking it.
Yeah, in their head.
Let's do this. Let's add them, okay? We haven't went too far into this yet. So
Okay.
I don't want 2s to be close to 3s when 3s are the best we got. So what we're going to do is a 3 and a 3 give you a 6. Okay, so like the other lady, she had the first lady, she was at a 3 on funny and a 1 on truth. So we're just going to give her a 4 instead of retracting that to a 2.
Okay.
And so the last girl who went, she was not funny,
No.
and it was an ounce of truth. So she's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, it's funny, kind of true. 2 on funny, 1 on truth. Give her 3. But the other lady had 6. So the highest you can have is 6.
Gotcha.
3 in each
Okay.
category.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense, y'all. The highest you can have is 3. We're adding them together now, not taking away. All right.
Gotcha.
If I lived like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
And these females need to be fit, feminine, and friendly. They don't understand a high-value man. When my mama finally got me out the basement, I was probably about 36, 37. I can't...
It's funny, but it's cold-blooded.
Yeah.
It's a 1. It's a 1. So this
I
person,
did too. Yeah.
I give him a 4. So on hilariousness, what you give him funny?
2 for me.
2 on funny?
Yeah, I say 2.
Okay, so I give a 3, and then I give a 1 for truth. So it's a total of 4.
Well, I give it 2 and 2, so it's 4. 4.
Yeah.
2 and 2, 4 for you. Okay. So she got a 4 from all of us guys. So that's a 4.
If I lived like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
Bro, they're all disposable, like all of them. At this point, I don't even want them anymore. No women. I don't want any women. All I want is men. Women have the audacity to get pregnant and have babies? Like, why would you do that? Why would my mom have me? I don't even want to be here. I kind of want to die. So what? All I care about is women's bodies and their beautiful curves. It's not like I want to be one all the time. Of course I'm a high-value man. My pee-pee touches the water when I sit down to pee.
Whoa.
Wow. Truth.
1 and 1.
1.
1 and 1. I'm gonna give you a 2. So
I
she gets
mean,
total 2.
It was so
Yeah.
much going
Oh
on.
my
There was so much gaslighting
It
coming for
was.
coming for his sexuality.
Yeah.
A lot of times people, man, when they disagree with you, they use ad hominems with you. So to say that men are gay because they believe a certain way or they might be traumatized, that's kind of cold blooded. And I'm gonna give her a low score because we gotta stop that crap.
Yeah.
If somebody don't like you, they gay. If somebody angry, they gay. So let's not do that. All right, family, let's go.
If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
Totally, bro. It's like these females are just so fucking selfish. Men only want one simple thing, and that's sex. And they just refuse to give it to us. It's like they use it as a weapon. I was talking to this girl the other day. She told me she was celibate. Like, what is that? Everyone knows that only virgins can be celibate. Like, what do you have a pussy for if you're not gonna fucking use it? And then they just want all your money. I had this girl the other day. I took her to Applebee's, bro. Applebee's. We got the 2 for $20, and I got her a dessert. At the end of the day, I got a hug. A fucking hug. I deserve at least a blowjob. At least. It's like these females just don't understand that all we want to do is sleep with them so that we can call them a whore the next day and then brag to all our friends about how we coerced them into sleeping with us because initially she told us no. I'm a fucking high value man. I make $30,000 a year. I am in my mid-30s, no kids, and I have a podcast.
She was funny.
That's top notch.
She was funny.
It's a 3 and 3.
on both
Yep.
sides.
3
That
and
was
3.
hilarious.
That's a 3 on both sides, y'all.
I agree.
That was
Because
hilarious.
listen, that's something that's 100% true. Amongst the community, it's always like women, y'all should protect y'all reputation, and y'all value by not having sex, unless of course it's with me, and then I want it on the first date, or I don't even trust investing in with you. Because what right do you have to deny me sex?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
I swear it does, and I'm always like, okay, wait a second. If she does it, it's low value. But if she doesn't do it, she playing you. Wait a second, time out. Let me get this straight. You see what I'm saying? So definitely 3 and 3. She did an amazing job breaking that down. The what do you call it? The sarcasm was amazing. All right, family, here we go.
Okay.
If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
So what if she has 2 masters and a PhD in psychology and makes over $50,000 more than me? What does she bring to the table? I have my own partially furnished apartment. I have my own 2007 Kia, and I keep my pantry fully stocked with every flavor of ramen noodles. She's clearly not used to an alpha male in her presence. Only them beta males.
Oh, wow.
The
was
snorting
funny.
was
I'm sorry.
everything to me. The snorting
She
was
gets a
everything.
3. A 3 on funny, and I'd say
give
a
it
2 on
two.
Yeah.
so
3
give
out
her
of
5.
That's
Definitely do it. I don't know what that was. I don't know anybody who does that.
That was hilarious.
That's funny, man.
If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
You guys are fucking simps, bro. Being nice to your girl and take her out and shit. Who's taking me out? Who's providing for me? I'm the prize. I'm high value.
It's a 1 and
Yeah.
a 1 and
1 and a 2. I give a 1 and a 2.
yeah, I do give her. I do give you a 2 because
Try it.
it's somewhat. There's some truth to that though. A lot of men are like, you should be taking me out. So yeah,
True.
definitely.
Yeah.
So,
True.
I definitely give you that one.
Ooh, that's funny.
If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
You see, my brother, I agree with you. Women, females, bitches. You see, these women do not understand that a key that opens any lock is a master key. I am an alpha male. Mom? Yes, I've done the dishes. Black women, make up baby, what do you bring to the table? You see, no man wants a woman with a used
Sorry, that was funny.
That was
funny.
All right, so I'm gonna slow down some. Okay, so on the first one, we're gonna give it I give it a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, a 3. Let's see here. What y'all give that first one? I'm gonna start moving on so quickly. Which I get a first one of 3. That was funny, y'all. She begins it off with, being an alpha male, and then goes, Mom, like, come on now, you still live.
Right.
A lot of these dudes who be talking like that, be still living at home with mama. So even though it was top notch funny, but a lot of dudes who talk like that, like they deserve high value man type of treatment. They still be living at home and don't have their life together, and that's the point that she was making. Mm-hmm. So I got to give her a 3 on truth too. This might be a 6, a 3 on funny. Right now, what you guys think about on truth to it? There was a lot of truth to what she was saying. Mm-hmm. Funny, but some of it was true. Let's be honest, y'all. Some men, it's not true for all men. Don't get me wrong. But some men who are claiming that they deserve this privileged treatment from women are nowhere. They haven't even begun to take care of themselves and fortify their lives yet. So let's be honest, right? You gotta earn it, right? And either way, you can't ask her to just give you affection. You can't buy, attractiveness. Okay, you gotta negotiate how you guys treat each other, but that attractiveness gotta be real, family. All right. But yeah, that was funny. Starting off with the key and the lock thing, because you get that a lot. And I am gonna go into what that actually means though, because they do this a lot on here, okay? And none of them really truly break down the truth in the analogy that's given about the lock and the key. All right, so but let's keep going. That's funny, man.
If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
No. Girls just, don't go for nice guys anymore. There's this girl I've been DMing for, months, and she hasn't replied to me a single time.
It's
that
funny,
was funny,
man.
but it's cold-blooded.
It's funny.
It's cold-blooded.
It's funny. Now, hang on. It's funny, and it's true.
It is.
See, because they say girls don't like nice for that one specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like girls don't like nice guys anymore. Mm-hmm. And I sent this girl a DM. That doesn't reveal that you're a nice guy. So that person is thrown off because now that thought would make you think women don't like nice guys because the approach that you have towards women isn't working. They don't make it true. Mm-hmm. But all of a sudden they'll deem that they're nice. They can't even really making a good a point of showing that they're nice guys anyway. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But then to say I sent you an inbox, that should have gotten me more attention. You don't like nice guys.
Right.
No, you gotta take her out a couple times, and she probably should tell you that you're too nice. And you should hear that consistently before you can make that point, not just by saying, I sent her an inbox. Mm-hmm. So it's more like y'all come to these anecdotal conclusions without actually doing the actual research. You know what I'm saying? So, but funny and truth, I give it a 3 on truth. I'm going to give it a 2 on funny because it definitely isn't as funny as the other one. Mm-hmm. So I don't want her to have a 6 because it ain't as funny as the top. So I'm going to give it a 2 on funny, 3 on truth. So a 5. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. So we agree on 5, y'all?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What y'all thinking? Somebody said 3 and 3. I mean, I got you. Other ones was funnier though, so that's one reason. Here we go, guys.
If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
Oh, shit. So the other day I was texting this female and I asked her body count was, and she said 4. Nick, 4? Automatic block. Can't deal. Why did I block her? Man, I don't do sluts, okay? My grandmother only had one lover, and that was my grandfather, okay? My grandfather was a true blue provider, okay? He had 2 to 3 families down the street he was raising all at the same time. My guy was providing all day, every day. You feel me? My grandmother knew the whole time, and it didn't matter to her because she still had 10 of his kids and worked 2 to 3 jobs. And until I can find me a female like that, I am not settling. You hear me? You see, fellas, we can't lose sight of the fact that we are the prize, okay? You gotta keep in mind that men think logically and females think emotionally, and because of that, it makes logical sense that men are the keys and females are the locks to the door. If you've already have 4 keys in your lock, what am I gonna do? Be the 5th? I think the fuck not. If her body count is more than 3, how can she reset me? See, females be selfish.
Oh gosh, it was funny.
That was dope.
It's definitely funny. It's funny, but it ain't true. Men are not saying that. We're not stopping at 4.
Yeah.
And it is important to us, okay, that you're not, promiscuous during a relationship. But she significantly lowered the number beyond what men are actually saying. So it's like don't create a straw man and create a point that you can argue with. Actually argue against the point that we're making. So that's not a good one. Okay, it's funny. Don't get me wrong, but we're not saying like before I be the fifth. And then she threw in that lock and key thing again, just out of nowhere. Men are logical, women are emotional, so we the locks and they the key. That's not the logic that we're making. It's just several straw mans. That is not the arguments that we're making. All right. Now I can't speak for all of them, but I haven't heard that one. All right. So that's a 1 on truth. So she'll get a 4.
Okay.
All right.
Boys are asking me all the time, what's the biggest takeaway from AlphaCon 2022? Automation and networking. Get yourself an Amazon store. That's passive income. I woke up this morning, already made $300. Didn't even lift a finger, which means now I have time to focus on myself, focus on my goals, focus on my physique, focus on finding myself a big booty queen who's gonna dry scoop pre-workout with me and hit the gym at 4 a.m. And if she's not willing to do that, then she's not my soulmate. And there's plenty of women out there who are looking to be handled by an alpha male. Okay? Boys, it's time to man up. Alpha mentality from here on out. Change your life. Kyle out.
Kyle out.
3 and 3.
Oh my God.
3 and 3. The swole mate line was dope,
That was
yo.
funny.
That was funny.
That was
And the reason I'm giving it a 3, it's obviously funny. I don't have to tell you why it's funny, but it's a 3 on truth because I see tons of men trying to advise other men on how to be an alpha male when alpha male is not even a real thing, guys. Some man thought it was, coined this idea to describe how wolves interact, and then later learned it was not true at all, family. So the alpha male thing is just something that's made up. It's a concept that we use. Most men don't know it's not made up. Most men don't know it's made up. So they're trying their best to be an alpha male and encourage others to be that. But the idea is be aggressive, be dominant, be strong. And women will choose you over the men who are not, right? And so anyway, hilarious, okay? And hilarious. True, because men do this, okay? We try to tell other men how to get women. They use these 5 tricks to make women like you. If you use those 5 tricks to make women like you, they don't like you. They like the actions you did, which is not you, and you being somebody else to get a girl. So it's kind of stupid. And it's manipulation. Ladies, ask yourself, would you want a man to come and talk to you, show you different, introduce himself to you, say all the right things, and it be his natural words, his natural personality, or it be some crap he heard from YouTube? I mean, which one you want?
Himself, absolutely.
Right, so wouldn't you agree that if he walked up to her to say what some man told him to say to get her, that's manipulation?
Yeah.
It ain't words he wanted to use. He's literally, okay, it's like manipulate. So yeah, that's men do that. I never agree with that. All right, but anyway, 3 and 3, family.
Only like 2 of them out of 6 so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
Like their standards now are just up to here. They're unrealistic. I was like, okay, you want a high value man? Well, answer me this: are you willing to stop thinking, stop speaking? Because how else you gonna?
Listen,
Wow.
it's crazy. I'm gonna give it a 2 for funny.
Yeah.
It ain't like laugh, hilarious.
Yeah.
But I have heard men say that if you married, you shouldn't have. Women don't think. Don't think. Let him think for you if you're married. Don't think. Let him think for you if you're married. I have heard that. I 100% disagree. I don't know what the consensus is for men out there, and I haven't asked them. But I can't understand why a man would not want his woman to think. 2 heads are better than 1. You're a team. You're a partnership. Why wouldn't you want her to think? It sounds crazy to me that you would not want her to think. But the idea is let him lead. But yeah, let him lead. But offer what you think into the details to make sure that it goes the right way. Make sure that you offer in support by offering your opinion and things that can help it out. You definitely always want to be thinking. You understand? It makes it better, two people working together to do this. But anyway, I've heard it over and over. Don't you think, let him think for you. That's not true, family. Right. Both of you can think, unless you want to marry somebody who don't have a brain. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Yeah, she has amazing counsel if she's highly intuitive and highly spiritual and feminine. This is who you go to for some of the best advice. Sometimes is your queen, family. So a woman who don't think to me, a woman who doesn't think is a scary woman. A woman who don't think might throw your whole legacy out there because she was attracted to some guy. A woman who don't think might ruin your whole marriage and throw all the money out the window by buying things that she don't need but that she wants, but makes her feel better about herself. You see what I'm saying? So a woman who don't think, I think that's the thing you should avoid. And men who don't think is catastrophic for your life as well, ladies. So you don't want a partner who don't think. Why would you want a dumb partner? That's ridiculous. And why would you ask somebody smart to be dumb? That's ridiculous. So you got to be looking for somebody dumb, because if you meet somebody who does think and you ask them to stop thinking to be with you, they're going to throw you out the door quicker than Jazz off Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm telling you. Heck no, I'm not going to stop thinking to be with you. That hell no. Are you crazy? Absolutely. Give up my mind? The only thing that I can truly claim is my own? You crazy.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we're going to turn this into one of them lives, but let's get on with it.
I'm Todd Toddley. I'm a single virgin without kids, and I am an expert on motherhood. Let's get into it. These women, they become obsessed with their baby. You know, they're always off, I don't know, changing their kid's diaper. It's like, who's going to change my diaper? You know what I mean? I am going to go find another woman to change my diaper, and that's on you, girl. I'm a numbers guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a math guy. Sorry, your baby weighs what? 7, 8 pounds? Max? Okay, that's how much you should gain when you're pregnant. The big myth out there is that childbirth is painful. Who says?
I swear, that is the most narcissistic.
Hilarious.
That's hilarious. That's the best one so
Hilarious,
far.
though.
That's a 3 and 3 all day,
Yeah,
yo.
funny.
Who
Sure,
says,
it's
yo?
funny.
Like, that's funny.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a mad guy.
Who said?
That's funny right there. They be acting like childbirth is all painful. Like y'all just complaining. Like,
Thanks.
who says?
Who
though?
said?
They say, but we gonna disregard it because they're women.
Right.
I know, not having a whole human.
That's
Right.
crazy.
Babies weigh what, like 7, 8 pounds?
Yeah.
Max.
And more.
Right. Act like that's nothing.
No, he said max. No,
Wow.
he said that's
like
all
that.
you should gain during pregnancy. Like, that was so good.
Hilarious.
That was so good, yo. I think that was top notch funny right there, yo. Listen, listen, Red Pill community, y'all gotta stop saying women ain't funny. Okay? They're hilarious, bro. Like, stop saying they're not funny now. All right? That's been proven wrong.
Right.
All right? So that was crazy funny, yo.
Yeah, that was the funniest so far.
Hello everyone, welcome. As a high-value alpha masculine male, I want my wife to comb my balding head for me. I expect my wife to brush my teeth every single day, no hesitation. Yes, she should put my sockers on for me as well. Exactly. When I come home from playing games, sleeping around with women, I want to see children in bed, facial stuff ready, food ready, oil for back massage ready, hair sat down and quiet, comb ready for my no hair. I want my hair shaved bald. You know what I bring to the table is, and I give her a stomach ache. How wonderful, like lactose intolerant. Amazing. You know what, I give her stress, like cutting grass with scissors. Amazing. I think we make them very happy. We make them...
Now listen.
That was funny.
It's a 2
I
on
give it a
funny,
2.
but
Yeah.
the analogy, I don't know if that's like an analogy based on their culture and customs, but hilarious analogy. I make them stressful, like cutting grass with scissors. That's funny. Like cutting grass with scissors, that's hilarious, yo. I'm going to give it a 2 on truth as well, so about a 4. A lot of men do demand that you have a lot of things done before they get home and don't consider what you have going on at home, which I understand if you're home and you're doing the domestic work, you don't have an actual job, but sometimes it can get a little out of hand. What she did add in there was that, like, you know, have my back oil massage ready. That just makes it funny. I don't know if men are being that demanding, but if you are, guys, come on, get it together. But ladies, the man does have a right to ask you to have some things ready by the time he gets home. I mean, he is at work making a living for you guys. So don't look at it like he's trying to dictate what you do while he's at work. He's just saying, make sure these things are done by the time I get home, because who wants to drive home from a hard day's work and there's no food ready? He's hungry. And you expect that, you respect that, right? He's been at work working his butt off, right? So have some food for him when he get home. It's perfectly fine. He's paying the bills and you're good. It's just negotiated though. Work it out. It's not him trying to make demands for you, but it is y'all trying to have a union, a harmonic union. So y'all gonna have these things y'all require of each other, okay? And when someone drops the ball and the other person confronts it, you gotta understand that. All right, let's go on with the next video.
Listen. I think the problem is with this day and age, females they want, it's not, they want to be treated the same exact way that a man should be treated. But I think what people don't understand is that physically and mentally, men, I'm not saying they're stronger because we're just stronger. There are scientific facts that show that men are stronger, that there is a foundation that men were born with. And it's not personal. If females think everything is so personal, not everything can be changed. And they say they want equality, but if I brought them to Taco Bell, would they pick up the tab? If I brought them to a restaurant, if they asked me out, would they pick up the tab? It's always a triple standard with them.
True.
Funny.
That's funny, family.
It is funny.
I'm gonna give it a
I give
3.
a 3 and a 2.
All right, what y'all give a family?
I'm gonna give it a 2 for humor. It was more
Yeah.
true than funny.
That's
It
what-
wasn't
that's
funny
what I
for
meant.
me.
What you give on? What you give on? So you give her a 3 on truth and a 2 on funny.
No, I'm giving her a 2 on truth and probably a 2 on funny too.
Okay, what you think?
Funny 2, true 3.
Okay, I gave her a 3 on funny and a 2 on truth, but I am outvoted here, so I'm going to drop my 3 down to a 2. I am not going to argue with it. All right, so 4. All right, family, let's go ahead.
If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
If I sleep with you, I've marked my territory, right? And then you go and sleep with another one of the man dems. We're done. We don't need a title. This is not a novel.
Okay, it's about a 1 on funny, but it be true. A lot of dudes be trying to tell women that, hey, I ain't giving you no title or no commitment, but I expect you to only deal with me, or I'm gonna somehow judge you for it. That a lot of men do that, and you men, just so y'all know, that's not right. You have one of the things about being masculine is you know how to make a decision. Sometimes it's hard to make a decision though, and so what will happen is you will try to say, okay, I'm gonna try to keep all these women until I make a decision. But then you try to hold their life up by saying, hey, you can't be seeing another man, get jealous and everything. You can't do that. If you know you're feeling those type of feelings for somebody, that's probably who you should be with. So make a decision, family. If you don't want her seeing other people, then get serious with her. Don't fuss at her for dealing with other people if you're not serious with her. That's kind of crazy. You can't ask somebody to, hey, share your life with me and only me while I do all these things with everybody else, and I'm not going to commit to you or give you anything real. That's ridiculous, family. All right, so yeah, a lot of men do that though. They be like, hey, I didn't make my mind up yet. You know, we ain't got to have no titles. We kind of do if you're going to be asking me to be some type of loyal or faithful to some sort of title, right? So anyway, guys.
If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
Females don't understand their own body because, see, they're not even supposed to be menstruating because of the fact.
1 and 1.
Yeah.
You 2 total.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Yeah.
1 and 1.
When females cheat, their heart is in it, and that shit hurts. They don't even realize it's all emotions. It's all tied together. But when a man cheats, listen to me, okay? Listen to this part. When a man cheats, it's just physical, right? Right. And you can't even disagree with me on this. It's only physical. Your heart isn't in it. There's no emotion attached. It's literally just a hole. And those females out here don't get it. Like, they be whining, oh, it's a double standard. Yeah, and it should be that way. Because with you, it's emotion. With me, it's not.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
That's
Yeah,
a 3
'cause
funny
I was
for
like,
me.
I
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's a 3,
3
and
for
it's a 3
true.
true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna tell y'all now. I'm sorry, 3 and 3, right?
Yeah.
And just so y'all guys know, that's some false crap. You understand? That's clearly false. You can't try to switch the game up and say, well, you cheat for this reason, so that make it different when I cheat. Notice you said cheat.
Right.
Notice it's cheat, family. If you cheating, what difference does it make? You see what I'm saying? Like it's still gonna cause the same problem. So number 2, it's false in a way that men don't just cheat because it's a hole. You need to check your people, family. Look at the world. a lot of men cheat because they met somebody who was saying all those things to them that their partner wasn't giving them. They meet at work, they start talking about their family issues, and they make each other feel like they would never treat each other like that. Before you know it, they're unbonded, and now they're going and sleeping together on their lunch break. I promise you guys, it's very rarely, it's just a hole. I'm serious. And here's the other thing, guys. If you would cheat on your wife, your legacy, and risk losing all of that for a hole, how much more sense do you think that makes than someone cheating on you because they are actually emotionally bonded to somebody? Do you think? Just let me leave it alone. It's so a woman could say, "Wait, you would throw my relationship out the window for a hole?" But question me because I threw it out because I risked throwing it out the window and I actually like the person. Yo, so if you actually like the person, ain't no way around it. You would have threw the relationship out the window. You would throw it out for a hole. Like it's you're making it look worse if you make it that argument. And I have heard men make that argument. All right, so that's not right, family. All right, nobody should be cheating and using any type of thing like that to negotiate cheating. That's completely unfair, and it's gaslighting. Using gender to cheat, that's crazy. All right, like stick to your commitments, have honor and loyalty towards your commitments, man or woman. And I always heard that men do what they say they're gonna do. So I think that would make, if you're gonna use gender, you will be a man of your word, right? If that's the case, why don't we just keep our word and be faithful because we're men and not argue that it's just a hole so we can not keep our word? Think about that. You keep your word, but you would throw your whole life and legacy out the window for a hole in the ground, but you told your wife or girlfriend that you wouldn't cheat, but you're not a man of your word. That's not cool. All right, let's go ahead.
Men on podcasts
Y'all
be
don't
like,
know about a man's protection. The value of a real high-value man. I'm watching my mama shovel the snow right now. Okay, you see the snow outside. I'm watching her from the inside in the comforts of the living room. But my male prowess will detect if there's any danger. We a protection, ladies. Give it the winning team, ladies. A rose can't do that, sweetheart.
Oh,
Wow.
Hilarious.
That
She was
was
funny.
that's a 3, y'all. That's a 3. I don't know if it's true, but it's very funny. It's very funny. That girl said that mama was outside sweeping up the snow, and his male prowess, his masculine prowess, consists of she in danger. I'm telling you, lady, that rose ain't gonna do it for you. Get you a man.
Right.
Yo, their sarcasm is amazing, yo. That's funny, yo.
It is.
Yeah. 2 on truth. Who's that?
I'm okay.
Emerald, y'all can give us some truth? Okay, so 2 and 3, so 5. Give her 5.
no, my brother, let me lay it out for you. Females today asking for too much. They want you to wipe your own ass, call them pretty, take them on dates, not fuck other bitches. As a high-value man, I need a woman who is going to submit to me, a woman who is going to... If I look like this, I would start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
Okay, so that one didn't really complete, so we're not going to give her a grade. I think that'd be unfair. So, all right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Start of another one.
Women today don't listen to men anymore. The other day, I had a woman try and tell me I don't understand women immediately after I just finished explaining to her how women are.
Right? Now,
Exactly. Like, how hard is it to understand that as a high-value man myself, I want a woman with a low-value weight? Because as men, it doesn't matter what we bring to the table. Like, we built that table. Modern women today have an ego problem because they can't even be grateful that out of the 6 girls their man is currently fucking, they're the number one. I mean, like, call me old-fashioned, but if my wife doesn't give me a blowjob as soon as I walk in the door as a thank you, like, I'm out. Because I know my value. Evolutionarily speaking, men are programmed for polygamy. But these women don't want to hear science.
That's a 3. It's a 3 on funny. And I'm gonna give it a 3 on truth. Not on all the points she made, because she made several, but I think most of those points that she made did have some truth to it. Okay, so men do argue that they are biologically biologically polygamous to try and get women on board being polygamous, when they should just be honest about why they want that type of dynamic. It's not about biology that a person should give you a dynamic family. All right, but a lot of men do that, and she made so many other points, man. But yeah, that was good. If she's at the top, one of the top ones, we'll go into breaking down some of the points. But yeah, that's hilarious, family. Very funny.
To all straight black men out there, you don't need a podcast. See, now that's the problem though, because like if she's not submissive, then what's the point? See, now that's the problem. That I can't do that. See, with me, if I have a wife and we have a child together, I'm there through a whole pregnancy, and she does not snap back like right away, I have every right to leave her and that baby. Like that's not even my child anymore. I mean, it's nothing personal. It's preference. I'm a high value man. It doesn't matter what I look like.
Not funny, but like I said, it does have some truth to it.
A 1 and a 2.
Because there was a guy who was making all those type of statements, and then he went viral for it. That's the only reason I said it has some truth. Not that men think like that. It's just I've heard one guy literally say that out of his mouth. She's copying him. Everybody was talking about that for a while.
Okay.
He literally said if she don't lose weight right away, he out. I was like, yo, that's crazy. But yeah, he did.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Alpha Big Dick Muscle Man podcast. For those who are new, this podcast is for high-value men and high-value men only. No beta simps allowed. Today we're going to be addressing how us big dick, big muscle, high-value men are under attack. We are under attack by the modern woman. Oh, I was almost respectful. By the modern female. Here's the thing, my dudes. I'm about to say something revolutionary, unique. No one's ever said this before. Listen up, take notes. A key that opens many locks is a master key. Mom, you're in the shot. Get out of the shot. Get out of the shot. But a lock, my beard. But a lock opened by multiple keys is just a shitty lock. Revolutionary. In conclusion, if her body count is over 0, on to the next. Well, now my legs adjusted, let's really get into it. My dudes, you gotta get you a female who's gonna satisfy you in every avenue. Her body count should be under 0, but she also needs to know how to please you. She has to be quick in the sheets.
How is she supposed to satisfy you? She has 0 experience.
Next question.
So a man has to have a body count under 0 to find a man.
Correct, exactly.
And alpha men have to have multiple body counts to be considered alpha men.
Yes, basically what I'm saying is, as soon as a female gets with me, she can't get with anybody else because her value has gone down. It's done, over with. You can't replenish it. For me, I get all the bodies. I get all the females. Snatching virginities left and right.
She's messed up beard.
It's not supposed to make sense. It's not supposed to make sense.
It's not supposed to make sense.
That's up there. That's on both. That was funny, yo.
That was funny.
You're funny. Whoever you are, you funny, man.
Absolutely.
Do more, yo. I would watch your podcast.
Absolutely.
Big dick alpha man. Yo, she funny, yo. It's not supposed to make sense. Half the time I'm watching some of that content, I be thinking the same thing, yo. They like, why are you tripping, bro?
Start a podcast. You know what women don't be doing?
Oh yeah, these females today, they're so entitled. We gave them the right to vote, and they're stretching it. They want more. It's like they don't know what a good man is. You know, all I ask of her is to have no personality, no opinion, always look good, have my house clean, and have dinner ready for me. And be ready to lay down whenever I ask her to. I don't care if you had a long day. Like, what do you think my day was like? I need that. And if you don't want to give it to me, then I'll just go find it from a 19-year-old. She'll do it. And you know what? It's not cheating because men aren't wired like that. You see, and our value goes up. These females don't understand that when they sleep around, their value goes down. She's lucky I even let her in the house. She slept with 2 men before me. No, she's really for the streets. So I'm doing her a favor. It's not cheating. But you know what is cheating? If she has a TikTok, you know, if she has any social media, because you know what that means? She's selling herself to find another mate. That's what she's doing. Leave her for the streets, kings. You deserve more.
Yeah, two on funny, but I will give her a 3 on truth because I have heard men make all those arguments though. So obviously she did straw man a little bit through there with the low body count type thing. Last girl did that too. Body count of 0. Come on now, but it's funny. So
it is.
I give her a 3 on truth and a 1 on funny. So 4.
Sounds good.
As a black woman, why are you dating outside the race? I don't get it. What? If I start dating white girls, I'm labeled as a coon. Exactly. It's my preference though. It's my preference. Why can't black women get the same treatment as black men?
Word.
I don't get it.
Bad vibes.
Next question, mom. Would you pay on the first date?
Look, it's funny, man. It's funny. They talk all that stuff. They say, "Would you pay on the first date?" You wouldn't pay on the first. You shouldn't even be talking. You shouldn't even be talking, man. I'm gonna give it a 2 and 2. It's 4. I mean, it's 4.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I got a girlfriend, but I'm not in a relationship. I'm single. Yeah. But I got, we was together for 2 years. And I probably cheated on her, like, probably a year and 11 months out of that.
Damn.
No funny shit. But the reason why we broke up is because she cheated on me. She retaliated. And I'm just like, I'm not going to put up with that shit, bro. You a hoe. You cheat on me after I cheat on you, or you cheat on me, period, you a hoe. And you got no respect for yourself, no morals, you don't love yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got your values is on the floor, your self-esteem is on the floor. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Like, I'm not putting up with that shit. I would not, exactly, bro. Like, you feel me? Women are not supposed to cheat. My mother, she never cheated on my father. My father used to dog her shit out. Why she didn't cheat? Because she's not a hoe. But my ex, she's a hoe. She got fed up with me cheating and so she want to retaliate and do what I do. Be yourself. Be yourself, queen. Nah, they be preaching on this whole feminism, feminism or whatever that shit is called and women empowering and shit like that. But then you want to do some dickhead shit and do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't shit, but then you want to do what I do? Be yourself, queen. Be yourself, queen. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't do what I do. Don't do what I do, because if you ain't, like, if you saying that I ain't shit, neither are you. You're not supposed to do it back. Your job is to cook, clean, and give me the That's what I'm saying. I would do it. Bro, I've had good girls before. I'm still cheat. I've had women give the world for me. I'm still cheat. That's just what I do. I'm going to stop cheating when I feel like it. But if you do it, you a hoe. That's that.
That's that.
3 on funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a 3 on
3 on true.
And I'm gonna here's the kicker now, and I want y'all to listen clearly, okay? Even though what the person, the character role they're playing sounds absolutely ridiculous for somebody to make those type of points and come to those logical conclusions, some of what they're saying is true. If somebody cheat on you and you say they're a hoe for cheating on me, when you cheat on them too, how are you not one? It's not because you have a right to do it. It's because you actually did it too. See, if one person steal and you say, well, since they stole, I'm going to go steal. Well, then you're still a thief. Mm-hmm. And like he said, well, she said, but playing a he, your self-esteem is on the floor. It would be. Your estimation of self is lowered because you took no thought for how you carry yourself, and all you thought about was getting revenge. So you are lowering your reputation and your moral code to get them back. So if you're in a relationship, don't stoop to their level because you're no better than them when you do. He's telling the truth. If you are a person who don't cheat, stay who you are and don't lose yourself in a relationship. Be you, be yourself. He's actually right. Don't lower your value for somebody whose value is low. Trust me, leave them alone. Don't worry about getting vengeance on them, regardless of how much it hurts. If you're in a relationship and somebody cheats on you, leave them. Staying in it and getting them back only makes you exactly who they were when they did it to you, regardless of who did it first or second. You see what I'm saying? You lied to someone about your commitments, and you can say, well, I did it because they did it, but at the end of the day, you lied to someone about your commitments and you went and cheated. If you don't believe me, at the next date, when you're going into a new relationship and they say, what happened with your last one? Tell them, oh, he cheated on me, so I cheated on him back, and watch how quickly you turn them off. Now, for all of you guys who left the relationship, when they ask you, how did it end? Say, he cheated on me, so I left his ass. And now you'll get respect. Do you understand? Do not lower your value because somebody else did. Don't take all your change out of your pocket and throw it on the floor because he emptied his pockets. That's ridiculous, family. Mm-hmm. All right? But that's hilarious. That's a 3 and 3. That's a 6.
Mm-hmm. Insisting on females, right? Makeup, BBLs. Why? Why do you need it? Over 150? Obese. Black bitches. Ugly. What you mean about my black mama? My mama a queen.
Right.
Me? Strong man. Alpha. You?
dominates. Masculinity. You need a masculine man in your life. I keep telling y'all, I am an alpha. Bitches. They're everywhere. Get you a strong masculine man like me.
Jonathan, baby, come get your food.
I'm not hungry. I might be 5'2", but you will never stand near me. Never. You are, and you will always be, a female. Alpha. Me. Let me explain this to y'all. And this is a complete original thought.
Lock and key.
If women were locks
Told you.
and men were keys, sluts. And that's exactly why all you bitches these days are single.
It's one in. I'm gonna give it a 1 in 3 because I have seen like a lot of really aggressive men who claim this alpha male stuff and they be like treating women less than just because they females. I have seen that type of mindset. It wasn't funny, probably because it was so offensively true. Because a lot of I've seen that. I definitely have seen that. So I don't want to say a lot of men, but I will say some men. I have seen some men talk that way. So 1 and 2. So I'll give it a 3.
Sounds good.
And see, that's the problem. These females don't know how to be submissive. All they want to do is go to school, start a business, be financially independent, try to get some healing emotionally, go to therapy. All of this irrelevant stuff. My mama never had to do any of that. My mama is the pinnacle of what I look for in a female. My mama cook, my mama clean, my mama read me bedtime stories, my mama is always there to tuck me. See, that's why I don't even mess with sisters like that. I date outside my race, you know, because what can a black woman do for me? The only black woman who seemed relevant is what? Michelle Obama. See, and she ain't even really black for real. She's just from Chicago. That's for people that's in my race. See, I like to broaden my horizons because they're a lot more submissive if they ain't black, you know. I mean, I got a black mama and a black sister, but see, I need somebody that's going to be submissive. And what can a black woman do for me, really? I ain't racist or nothing like that. It's just a preference for me, dog. It's just a preference. And see, the reason why a lot of these women is single is the word submit to them is foreign. Think about the word submit. When you're subbing, you are replacing, okay? They need to replace the feelings of dominance with submission, is what I'm saying. And when you think about it like this, King, when you really sit down and think about it, submit is 2 syllables. So why can't we have 2 women? if you got a sub and then you got a mid, you need 2 people for that. That's all I'm saying. These is why these females are single.
That's my philosophy. Funny. That's exactly what I said to these 2 queens. I said submit is 2 words. No, I'm just like,
wow.
2 syllables, I mean. No, I never said any of that. I'm kidding, man. That's funny, though.
Hilarious.
I'm giving her a 3 on funny and a 3 on some truth.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same girl who was like, look outside, that's my mama doing it.
Yeah,
I think that's how she funny for real, yo.
Hilarious. One of the best ones.
Why are we as men, as alphas, taking females on dates? You see what I'm saying? As the manager of the local McDonald's, I've just
oh my God. Hang on, yo. So any of you guys on here, if you guys watch O'Shea Duke Jackson, before I play this, anybody in here, if you watch O'Shea Duke Jackson, okay, I think his other channel is Celebrity Junk. She sounds identical to she even looked like O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out O'Shea. I like your content. But I'm telling you, she sounds, I think she's trying to talk like him. Mm-hmm. She might be trying her best to actually talk like him, and she's doing a damn good job. Okay. She could be his sister, yo. Like, let's go. If you know who O'Shea Duke Jackson is, let me make sure somebody knows who he is. We're gonna wait. Does somebody know who O'Shea Duke Jackson is? I need somebody to to have my back on this one. That's funny, man. O'Shea, when he talks, he has some fast points when he talks, and then he slows up when he talks. It's identical to the way she's delivering here. Her delivery is just like him. It's crazy. I know who he is. Okay, Michael Perez. Okay, we know. All right, now y'all listen to this and tell me if you don't sound like him. Okay, and look like him.
Why are we as men, as alphas,
taking females on dates. You see what I'm saying? As the manager of the local McDonald's, I've just come across females that only want me for my pockets. So if I ask a woman on a date to inadvertently trick her into having sex with me, we should be able to go to Wendy's and sit in the car and eat. You see what I'm saying? If a lock
It's spot on.
can open a key, she's a slut. I just want to know where the natural women are. What happened to natural women? I don't understand why these females love to cover up their face and this, that, and the third. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me because they want money. You see what I'm saying? Like, and fucking black women? Gross. Come on. Ew. I can't take them out in public. They're goddamn fucking animals.
Yo, I gotta wait, look. See, somebody over here said, that's O'Shea. That's O'Shea all day, and y'all look. Y'all gotta see this now so y'all can laugh in front of the people. Now watch this. I'm just gonna simply play one O'Shea Duke video and just, as soon as it starts off, watch. This is latest video. Listen at it.
Oh, that's good, everybody. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Dump.
Now listen.
Guys, Benzino, I don't know what the hell is wrong with this brother, okay? He's done a lot of good things in the business world. He used to own the Source magazine and things like that. But Benzino, he's turned into a real clown. Number one, he's always getting into it with his daughter.
You hear his vernacular, right?
He laughed at her
Nice.
just recently.
Kind of like an E40 type twang, but and then he speeds and slows down. And she sounds identical to this dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so somebody said if you don't like the male version of yourself, you should really humble yourself. Wow.
That was the last one, but listen again. Listen now since you heard her.
Why are we as men, as alphas, taking females on dates? You see what I'm saying? As the manager of the local McDonald's, I've just come across females that only want me for my pockets.
It's just like it, I swear, y'all. But anyway, I give that a 3 and 3. I think that's funny.
Definitely.
That's very funny. So a 6 for her. So let's see. What was the point that was made that y'all would say that y'all would want to bring up? What point stood out to y'all the whole time?
Lock and key.
That was the one
over and over.
Okay. So like, what I told you guys, I was going to explain the logic behind the lock and key thing. So the lock and key thing comes into play whenever we're discussing relations between men and women. Like when men have sex, they don't get criticized for it. They don't get socially treated differently because of it. They don't get derogatory names called at them. Well, they do, but it's not really prominent like it is for women. And so what men are telling women is that, hey, you should be better than us when it comes to sexual endeavors. And so, of course, women are saying, why is that? It should be like, what makes me have to do any better than you in that way or keep a lower body count than you? And so the logic is, because it's not just men making themselves the key and making the woman the lock. The logic is socially or by the way men and women carry themselves, men approach women. So men have to try and, entertain women to get them out on dates. And men have to ask for sex. Women give sex. So the logic is, if a man is trying to get sex from the woman and he's successful in that, then he has game, skills, charm, and so he gets credit for that. Because the woman is the person who allows you to have sex with her when she's ready, or offers you sex when she's ready. It's not she can't really brag about having a lot of body counts because that makes her easy if she has a lot of body counts. That means a lot of men have talked her into sex. Okay. Now she could say, nobody talks me into sex. I ask men to have sex with me too, so I'm good at it too. Well, she may think that she's good at it, but men typically don't resist sex from any woman, regardless of what they look like. Most of the time, if a woman is going to give a man some, he's going to take it. So a woman saying, I can get any man I want, it ain't even bragging because most men will lay down with anything. It's crazy. And you're only talking about how we act naturally. So it's if based on like how many people have sex with how many people, it's nothing. Nobody deserves to be called a bad name. Nobody deserves to be treated badly for it, not even socially. But when it comes to a relationship, it does speak to your discipline. You understand? So either both people's. If you're only arguing discipline, then it is the same. A cheating man is just as bad as a cheating woman.
Absolutely.
A body count for a man is just the same as a high body count for a woman. If you're talking about discipline, both of you would have been doing something a lot where you weren't practicing any type of holding back in that. So you had as much sex as you wanted to, and because of that, you're probably not going to have discipline to be faithful. You know what I'm saying? Because you've made habits of having a lot of sex. So both of you could be bad for a relationship, male or female, if you have a lot of bodies. Okay, so that can come out. It can show itself either way. But the argument can really only be made when you talk about how we naturally get along when it comes to the dating. Does that make sense? The reason men are all the keys is because they attempt to sleep with women, and the reason that women are the locks is because they either allow or don't allow it until they're ready. But if a woman were ready, she could have sex anytime. So wouldn't you guys agree that if a man had been with 100 girls and a woman had been with 100 guys, that the woman probably could get there easier and faster? Because it's nothing for her. So if they're both having a conversation, then he could speak to sleeping with 100 women as a skill set because he used charm and wit and charisma to get her. She can't use that as a skill set because men are likely approaching her, and if she approaches them, they ain't got no qualms against sleeping with her. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Men don't be like, I ain't ready yet.
Right.
And y'all already know y'all can get it. You just know that. And
right.
That's not something y'all got to worry about. So men are hoping that we get it. Y'all just are hoping that we okay with not getting it until y'all ready. So. But it's interesting to me to see the amount of times that women joked about that, which likely tells me what they're hearing whenever the logic is given. Maybe it's not presented in the right way, but none of them presented that argument the way it's given, which is why I say it's a straw man. It's creating something that you can argue against because you can't argue with the real logic, and you can't argue with the real logic of that. You see what I'm saying? Like if a man bragged about going out and dunking a goal, and a woman could go out and dunk the goal, she could look at him and say, hey, I typically can't do this, and I'm 5'8", and I can dunk a real goal. Okay, you 5'8", and you can dunk a real goal, but you a man. She could argue that you can't really brag as much as I can because naturally we can't do this, and it would be fine, right? But yeah, so anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown, getting a view of the red pill community through the eyes of the ladies. You know what I mean? So I hear a lot of you ladies say, don't call us females. I think I understand now. Why now? Because so many men in the red pill community say female, and it's like separating y'all from your humanity. But I was wondering why y'all didn't like that, because I'm like, male, female, we are male and female, woman, man, we're all men and women. Why do you not like when someone calls you a female? But I do get it now. I think you guys are looking at it like they're removing you from your humanity. So because when y'all be like, females don't want to do no science. Females don't want to count. Females ain't trying to, whatever. But listen, I gotta straighten something out with y'all before I let y'all go, okay? Y'all watched the videos where I was breaking down the Jada Will type deal, and I had Jamie and Lacey with me, and they didn't say anything. And you guys were saying that I was making them not talk. That's wrong, y'all. I have never told them not to talk. But I'll tell you this. I have been doing side-by-side reaction videos or these type of videos forever. So when I ask them to come and have a seat with me while we do that video, they just don't let me do it. Right. And I think a lot of y'all to say, you made them not talk. I think a lot of y'all are toxic because if y'all can't understand how they could allow me to do my thing for at least an hour without talking, then that sounds to me like y'all won't let a man talk. Like, I don't know, like he's doing his thing and whatever. Right. They didn't talk because they didn't want to talk. But to put it all on me and say he ain't letting them talk, he's a misogynist because they are not talking. What is happening with y'all? These ladies talk all the time. They make. I'm talking about even in videos with myself. Those particular videos, I just wanted to get through them. But if they wanted to offer something, they definitely could have, family. So I guess they felt like, hey, King got it. Nothing else need to be said, and that's okay. Some people speak, they hear themselves talk. My ladies don't do that. They speak when they got something to say. And believe it or not, so do I. I just got something to say a lot of times. So yeah, guys, like y'all just be creating all these little scenarios, and I'm like, chill, man, chill.
Right.
A lot of y'all say, I love what you talk about, but you know, the dynamic be throwing me off. Don't worry about the dynamic. Learn to eat the meat and spit out the bones, family. You understand? You're not gonna understand every dynamic, but you should be able to hear logic and facts when they're presented without putting a person's person in front of it. If you guys can't hear logic and reason and truth without filtering that logic, reason, and truth out due to something that you don't like about the person, I'm wondering how much you can learn, because you're going to find something to complain about everybody.
Everyone.
So you don't like our relationship. It's fine. We still together.
We still together.
Even though y'all seeing many monogamous relationships break apart, we are still together. We're not doing toxic things. We ain't shaking our ass for y'all. We're not doing lower vibrational things. We're giving y'all love and life. What are you criticizing? Because you don't like the dynamic? Goodness, yo. You can't see that we vibrated to a higher version of self, and that's why we're able to master this dynamic through self-mastery. You can't see how to do it, that's fine, but you haven't done the work. You shouldn't see how to do it until you do the work. It's impossible unless you be accountable to it first. But you are witnessing it, and don't criticize what you're witnessing when you know you're getting that love, family. All right, so, and the reason we can give y'all that truth is because we work to earn it. You watch any video with these queens talking, it's going to be all truth. They're very, very, very intelligent. I would have no reason to tell them not to talk.
Yeah, I'm like, you teaching. I'm like, I would feel like we would be taking it off of course if we speaking all the time and he has points already that he's trying to present you. So, no, listen, we're here for support.
They don't understand it's a competitive nature to do that. Like if your person's talking, if like I said, if y'all ask me to come sit down while y'all do y'all video, I'm not gonna be sitting here thinking of something that I can say to add to it, just to add to it for, you know, competition's sake. Like I ain't about to sit here and not offer none of my gems and stuff. Like I love the fact that y'all so humble that y'all know that people know y'all intelligent. You don't have to display it every video. You know how to sit there and just listen to the content, agree if it's true, and move on. It's beautiful.
And then I think you guys forget that just because he's our husband doesn't mean we don't learn from him as well. A lot of times when we're sitting next to him, we're hearing some of his thoughts for the first time. We're watching it and receiving it for the first time. So you don't need to have anything to say, because at that point we're being led and we're okay with that. So it's not a requirement to always have something to say.
That's a fact. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. See how they always, you know, you see they smart. Okay, now stop talking. I'm kidding, y'all. Like, he do be doing it.
That was the first. Jokes.
All right, family. Thank y'all for watching, man. We're going to be doing more of this, family. We're going to definitely get back to our wine and sips on our weekend. So hopefully, family, you guys will check us out for those. And we'll see y'all soon, man. Again, thanks for coming and watching the spontaneous video. And we'll see y'all soon, family.
Right.
The evolution.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Put some wines that you would like us to try.
Oh,
that would be pretty dope.
Yeah, type some wines y'all like for us to try on the wine and sips. That's dope. Thank you. That's a good idea. All right, family. Be evolution. Be the change that you want to see. No candle loses its flame from lighting the other. And if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos,
it is in that chaos that you'll find yourself.
Yes, that's exactly. And thank you guys so much for your super chats, okay? And peace, family.
Peace. Bye.
That's too funny, man.